If you chiseled the blue bricks out of the city wall and put them into a pot to boil, the softened bricks could apparently taste even better than meat. But how could such hard bricks become life-saving food for soldiers? During times of peace, ordinary people would simply store their grain in large rice jars. However, after a long period of storage, the grain could become moldy and spoiled. Once enemy forces surrounded a city and laid siege to it, the stored food was often not enough to last. Eventually, people might have no choice but to open the city gates and surrender in order to survive. To give the people a better chance of survival, you suddenly discovered that the radishes growing in the vegetable garden not only grew quickly, but also produced abundant harvests, making them an excellent alternative food source. However, freshly harvested radishes contained a lot of water, making them difficult to preserve for a long time. So you first washed the radishes thoroughly in water and peeled off the outer green skin. Then you steamed them until they became soft and mushy. Next, you mashed the steamed radishes into a paste, spread it out, and placed it under the sun to dry out the moisture. After drying, you steamed and dried the radish paste repeatedly. This made the paste increasingly tough and resilient. Then, you placed the processed radish paste together with cooked glutinous rice into a stone mortar and repeatedly pounded them. Salt was added during the process. Besides improving the flavor, the salt also helped with preservation. As the mixture was continuously pounded and compressed, the fibers of the radish and the stickiness of the glutinous rice gradually blended together, forming a firm and elastic mass. These food bricks were placed in a cool, well-ventilated area to dry naturally. As the moisture continued to evaporate, the bricks gradually became as hard as stone. They could even be stacked into city walls just like ordinary blue bricks. Because microorganisms have difficulty multiplying when there is very little moisture, these food bricks could supposedly be stored for several years. Then, when war broke out, the city was surrounded and food became scarce. All you had to do was break the food bricks into pieces and boil them in a pot. The starch in the glutinous rice would absorb water and gelatinize again, quickly turning into a thick, fragrant hot porridge. One bowl of it could be so filling and satisfying that it was said to taste even better than